This is the rise and fall story of Mary, popularly known for being the former house help for Kuami Eugene. Many Ghanaians used to view her as an angel, and many even envied the close relationship she used to have with Kuami Eugene. However, she would destroy all of that and throw away an estimated 100,000 Ghana cedis opportunity, and what she did after would shock you. Chapter 1: The Beginning. Around 2019, about 4 years ago, before Mary would start working for Kuami Eugene, she used to work for someone else as a house help. She would narrate that she used to be severely mistreated. By 2020, things changed for everyone because of the pandemic, and she would be massively affected also. Fast forward, she would turn to a job-seeking agency that would eventually find her a new place to work, and that would eventually change her life. You see, her new employer was the ever most popular Kuami Eugene, the king of dropping bangers, and even someone whom Mary would confess she liked him as an artist before knowing that he would be the one she would be working for. The terms of her employment were very simple. She was offered a monthly salary of 400 Ghana cedis, which would be increased by 100 Ghana cedis every year, plus free accommodation, plus free feeding. Mary at that time accepted this offer and began to work for the rock star. Whether she accepted it gladly or she took it because she had no other choice, we don't know those facts. But what we do know is that Kuami Eugene showed her a side which many other wealthy homeowners do not even do, for several good reasons. Kuami Eugene would, just after some months of employing her, would start allowing Mary to appear publicly with him, either through live streams or taking her out personally. Chapter 2: The Good Times and the Rise of Mary. Mary might not have noticed this, but she was one of the most extremely lucky house helps in Ghana, and she blew her chances and threw away about an estimated 100,000 Ghana cedis worth of financial opportunity. Let me explain. Some Ghanaians argue that the pay that Kuami Eugene was offering Mary, which is 400 Ghana cedis, was so not adequate due to the caliber of musician or celebrity that he is. However, let's put some things into consideration. If you put the pay aside, her feeding was sorted, accommodation sorted, no electric bills or utility bills to take care of whatsoever. If you factor all those things into her real compensation, it stands about 2,000 to 3,000 Ghana cedis. She was also not busy 24/7 as Kuami Eugene lives alone. You see, in other families or in other wealthy families, there is a whole family that a house help will have to take care of. That means you would be even more busy than you're working for a single person. But with Kuami Eugene, she was not 24 hours busy. And Kuami Eugene will also travel sometimes within the country or outside the country, which provides her even more free time. Additionally, even if Kuami Eugene is around, you'll see that she's not as stressed as other house helps would be, because she finds time, comes around to Kuami Eugene's studio and even hangs around with him. They even have fun times. So that should even tell you that her role in the house is not as hectic as people will try to say, oh, for 400 cedis is not adequate for the amount of work she's doing. Additionally, Kuami Eugene would often include her in his live sessions, giving her chances to market herself to his thousands of fans, something brands and even individuals would pay thousands of cedis to have that opportunity. You see, brands always want to market their items. Take Itel, which Kuami Eugene used to promote, and even other brands. Just for a few seconds or minutes that he would advertise their product, they pay thousands of Ghana cedis. So here is the case where Kuami Eugene would display you, Mary, to his fan base of about 1,000 to 2,000 people in a given session for about 10 to 20 minutes. So you are building that kind of popularity. Now every Ghanaian knows who Mary is just through being in those live streams. So that's kind of some form of investment or some opportunity that he granted Mary, yet she does not see this side of it. He was good to her and would even allow her to show her talents and her ambitions and take her to some of his shows. He would even take her out along with him anytime he was going out for meals or for fun times. One aspect I loved about Kuami Eugene, and several Ghanaians too also love this about him, is that Kuami Eugene wasn't the type who saw Mary as someone who was below him or inferior to him because of his her social economic class or status. Okay, he treated her like a sister or a friend. That's why, because they were so close, people were trying to jump to the conclusion that they were having an affair, but that's not the case. Kuami Eugene is just down to earth. No celebrity goes to that extent, as they would feel they are stooping low. However, Mary paid Kuami Eugene back for all his kind gestures in the most saddest and in an ungrateful way. Chapter 3: The Bad Times and the Downfall of Mary. Her downfall will start on the day that she was interviewed by a YouTuber called The Mad King, who sought to investigate why Mary was no longer working for Kuami Eugene. In the interview, Mary revealed that she was sent to deliver some things by Kuami Eugene to a female friend of his. However, she delayed in carrying out the task that she was sent on, to the point that she got home around 12 to 1 a.m. late at midnight. Kuami Eugene, worried about her safety, asked her why she delayed that much. Her response to the question didn't make sense to Kuami Eugene, and as she narrated it to Ghanaians, it also didn't make sense to us also. She narrated that she was drowsy and confused while she was getting back home, to the point that she would take a car to a different location altogether, just going up and down all over Accra till it was so late at night that she was able to finally get home. Now, we don't know her real motive for that. It could be that she was lying and she was carrying out her own agenda and go home that late, but it made Kuami Eugene very angry. Now, hearing that excuse and not pleased, Kuami Eugene offered her two options. She would either face a pay cut from 600 cedis, as it had built up over the years, back to the 400 cedis which she used to earn originally when she started working. That was the first option. Or she would be sacked immediately. Kuami Eugene explained to her that if something should have happened to her, he would be the one who would be blamed by Ghanaians, as they are known for making Sakawa accusations anytime someone around a celebrity dies, especially if it's a loved one, or not even a loved one, but a close person. Mary would choose the first option of the pay cut, as she didn't want to lose her job. However, she would in the end get sacked for undisclosed reasons. After getting sacked, Ghanaians, although having questions they needed answers to, didn't expect that those answers would come so soon and so detailed and from Mary. You see, they didn't expect that it would come from Mary herself. She granted the interview to the Mad King, who would spare no chance to exploit her to the fullest, as he wanted clips which would go very viral. So in the video of the interview, you will see him probing to the fullest, asking her questions which under normal circumstances weren't warranted, as in questions such as how much she was being paid, how Kuami Eugene treated her, and all that. The responses Mary gave made Ghanaians even more furious with her. She made it sound as if she was being mistreated to the fullest. She would try and even capitalize on the publicity that she was getting and act in skit which aimed at narrating what happened. In one of the skits, she was being sacked from her house by a male actor who resembled Kuami Eugene greatly, implying that that is exactly how Kuami Eugene removed her from his house. In total, this is the rise and fall story of Mary. She went from being a loving house assistant who used to assist Kuami Eugene, appear in his live streams, and go viral sometimes when he's singing or she's seen with Kuami Eugene. Now she has gone to revealing her true intentions. She is now known as being very ungrateful, as the way she speaks on some things are very controversial. Thank you for watching.